Okay, I think we're good. Let me just test the sound one more time. Because, I fucking hate this shit so much. Alright, it sounds significantly more normal, but still I'll I'll end up having to get something proper. Okay. Man, I spent a good fucking like over an hour on this shit. I'm so fucking done with this. Okay. We're good. All right. Let's do our best. Okay. And all right. Please don't stop working. I need I need to be able to fucking just do my work. USB device is not recognized. Which one? Like, tell me what it is. The last USB device you connect to the malfunction. And Windows does not recognize it. I don't know which one it is. How will you tell me like which one? Go fuck yourself. Right, I'm gonna keep an eye on the microphone. Looks like we're good, and I'm gonna continue. I'm really fucking tired with this. But okay, we're already in the second one. I can actually like run my farm here. It's gonna work. I honestly don't remember what the heck I was doing last time here because I know I got. I don't remember what we did, but I remember we were working on the authentication endpoint. So I'm gonna run this HTTP client with Fox, Wall, or some HTTP REST Fox. There you go. Let's launch this baby. Oh, of course, it goes to the wrong one. This says API upload. Okay. I think this should be normal now. There you go. Access token is expired. Those are unacceptable. That's all right. So, having said that, holy shit! I did like a shit ton of changes here. Details. Okay. Docker compose. Give me the logs to API. Cool. Okay. I think we have to go like step by step here. So API authentication. But before that, I think I was doing it to, okay, this middleware here. We need to do this thing the proper way. Verify access token, you have the EBIDU, that's fine. So let's fix the authentication here. When the user sends in their thing, right, the bearer token, we're going to be doing it like two ways. So let's clean this up like step by step. Different. I need something like more calm. Coding music. I need something coding music. Coding music playlist by Vilo. playlist. Let's give it a try. I don't know if this is any good, but this is like way too. Uh, doesn't sound too bad. We should be okay with this, right? Right. I am glad you agree. All right. Um, cool. We should get put that over here. Now, bro, I'm fucking like out of it already, but it doesn't matter. So, in our thing here, hi, what Linux is this? This is Ubuntu Maxwell. This is Ubuntu 22. Ubuntu 22. Yeah, Ubuntu 22. Yeah. For your PC specs, please. Yeah, this is the one. It's on a custom built PC I'm running. It's a dual boot. I'm trying to put together like your own, like what's going on with you and Linux. And welcome, by the way. I was using Valorant on this thing, but the NVIDIA server thing here, it doesn't work with Valorant. Like you can't, you don't have any of these many options and like this. Looks like this is way behind on Valorant. So I ended up switching back to GNOME. But yeah, basically, just running GNOME Ubuntu 22. Okay, so back to this. I'm gonna create another folder here. I'm gonna call it API. Let's do this. A little organizing here would help, right? And then here I'm gonna create another folder called auth. And then here I'm gonna create a request. So new request, we're gonna say authenticate uh, auth get DWT, right? That's what we're gonna say. So this one, it's going to be a post, and it's gonna be HTTP API.filelib.local API out. I think this is it. So if I do this, okay, it says it must include a bearer token. That's nice. All right. So we are making progress there. And then this is coming from right here. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to eliminate this like assertion, and I'm going to raise an actual error here. So, well, I actually got a Okay, so guys, let me see if I can open up Discord here. I hope it's not gonna ask for updates. Oh, it's asking for updates. You know, this will start in Firefox. Okay, let's sudo dpkg. Is that on the Discord? 25, 26, 30. Yeah, we want 30. I think that's the last one. No, that one's. Oh, yeah, 30. 30. I think we should. 35. Actually, I made a typo. I touched all over the place. That's not good. All right, cool. So I can try Discord one more time. And I think it should open up just. It's still installing updates, even though I installed the latest fucking stable version according to it. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go to my exceptions, which I'm creating over here. So authentication exceptions. This is one. The authorization header missing. Authorization header must be present. Oh. Okay, so this is actually exists. So I'm gonna go and utilize this fucker right here. This is the one that's coming up, right? Authorization token. They're missing. I'm gonna do. Okay, that's the one. So just to we're gonna say if not out header, we're gonna say raise authorization header missing. Import. Cool. What is the path here? You just did this because KTO, I had some good Valo matches. Oh, nice, bro. Your display capture is not working. Oh shit. Yeah, you're not seeing anything. Fuck. We got this. Thanks for telling me because I don't know what the fuck just happened. Oh, because I launched this and then this motherfucker broke. All right, now you can see. Well, thanks for the heads up because I had no fucking idea. I am so out of it today. Like everything is challenging me today. I hate this shit so much. I hate that they don't have a fucking display port chapter card, so I could just use that instead of dealing with this shit. I'm thinking about like creating one by myself and then just fucking putting it to the market. Okay, we can exit this one. So tell me about your matches. I'm curious. Something went wrong. Cool, 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 cool. What is it that went wrong? Internal server error. Yeah, but what the fuck is the server error? So I can fix it. You won. I got carried in all matches, but you won. Isn't that the best feeling? You get carried. It kind of like for me, it kind of feels like even though like I won it, it's like did I really deserve this win because I did fuck all, you know? If you know what I mean. Were we playing ranked? I'm top rank, but getting carried in bottom feels sad. I was not bottom. Okay, I hear you. I mean, I gotta say this. Even though like sometimes you are bottom fragging, I mean, for me, like I'm bottom fragging, I contribute a lot. Like mostly because of the agents I play, right? So, um, like I'm playing Cypher, for example. It I think Valorant really hasn't really figured it out yet, like how much you actually contribute to the win when you're playing like more passive agents, like because Cypher is like really around so much like information, holding aside and things like this. Right? You don't make a presence as much as a duelist like Reyna or Phoenix or Jet, Raze, whatever. So like your contribution doesn't really show that much. For me, that's the case like about 50% of the time. Like I hold aside, I tell them like they are not there, so they don't have to like focus there. They can hold some other places or check other places because I would know that they are there. I'm like traps, and I'm physically there too, right? So, um, but because you are not engaging as much as the other agents, like it doesn't really add to your like average combat score. So I wouldn't really like worry about it that much, or I try not to, you know. But sometimes, even though I'm bottom fragging, I'm like actually deserving it because I'm playing like shit. So if we win, then I actually feel like I got carried here because I like my contribution was nothing. You fixed your shit yet? Let me check. Nick, I've done my best. I think I'm gonna end up buying a new audio interface. I know I have a really fucking weird like voice myself, and but this current setup is not really working the best, and it just keeps taking so much time to deal with. So I'm gonna get back on Amazon and see if I can find a proper thing. So API out, like why am I not getting the API out? But it's not really telling me, it's not giving me the fucking thing. Because we have an exception here. Return something. I am the error. It looks like there's a little discrepancy here, which I don't understand. Okay, so it actually works. But how come the traceback is not being? Oh, it is actually working. It's just I'm not reading one. We sometimes play shit and bottom frag, and we do really good in some games. Yeah, I mean, game like it changes from game to game. Sometimes I'm playing soccer and I'm like literally the top frag. I'm carrying the team, and then some like, and even then, like we end up losing because the others are not contributing that much. Whatever, you know, like it happens. like I was around silver in the beginning as well, and then I gradually like went up over time. I think like if you keep playing a little bit and kind of like work on your aim and then game sense, you should be able to level up a good 2, 3 levels. I suppose I should tell you how the Friday launch went after mentioning it. We are getting just over 10% click-through rate with roughly 25% everything rate. Tell me a little bit about like what this is about. So is this about the mod? Like you published it? But what is this about exactly? The mod, okay. Sometimes I feel like I want to become a software dev, and then it also scares me because so much of code to write all by yourself. I mean, yeah, you gotta write a lot of code, but it also I think it's like if you are happy with that, if you would be happy by doing that, because I I I I, I agree that you gotta write a lot of code, but it's not necessarily by yourself. Because when you're writing a code, unless you are the only engineer creating a particular product, most of the time you'll be working in a team environment, and you'll be responsible for a chunk, and you'll be just managing it as you go. And also like you get to bounce ideas and review off of each other, like your other teammates, and then you just go from there. I've been studying for several years, and I struggle writing half as much code as Justin, but I don't dislike the struggle. The struggle is half the fun and solving problems. Yeah, that's a good point there. Like most of the code that you write, right? Like you are creating an implementation of something. You are solving a problem. It's kind of like doing a puzzle, right? So when you figure it out, it feels like, oh yeah, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You get this sense of accomplishment. What happens is like initially, very simple things look kind of scary because you don't know what they do, what they mean, how you're supposed to utilize, what your approach is supposed to be. But like as you keep, like putting yourself through it, it gets like more simple. Like you would be like, all right, I know what to do here. Like, you get to that point. It will stress you out and feels like to give up. Um, I mean, what is not like what's not stressing you out that requires, you know, like learning. Anything you do in life will require learning. Anything in life that's like worth having, pretty much, right? Is gonna require some sort of like learning curve, big or small, and then like you gotta go through it. Otherwise, like you would never have anything. When I started programming, when I started programming, I did like you know everything was a struggle, and but I'm like, all right, I'll figure this out one at a time, and then I just kept going. That's pretty much what everybody does, anyways. Unless you're like some very high intelligent entity, right? Like you just get things at a glance. Um, there's going to be a challenge here and there for sure. Not just this teaching everyone else. I don't know about that, but like I'm, still hasn't sent the summary. I asked for. You know what? Fuck it. Let's send it before I forget. Hold on. Let me open up this fucking browser here. So online text. Oh, we've got 2,200 unique visitors, 250 current subscribers, and 65 favorites. So, what is a subscriber in that sense? I don't know what that means. It's quite hard to accurately judge how well it is going since most don't publicize their stuff. Download it. Oh, okay. Okay, we're gonna say here wants to learn about authentication via HTTP. Right, so we're gonna do here one. We're gonna do utilizing authentication header, and it's types. Right, so one is barrier and then token, right? And this is the two basic annotation, right, etc. And then two, utilizing cookie, also known as session. Right, and then this one here, all cookies are utilized to for persistent section data and identifying user identify shit. um then we're gonna say three. Nothing worth doing is ever easy. Remember that. Yeah. I assume the 10% conversion rate is pretty high, at least if you compare it to a business advertisement. That's absolutely, yeah, I would agree with that. Are you from America? I always think you are from Europe. I'm from Turkey. I'm Turkish, like born and raised. And but I've been living in the US for the past 11 years. Or I lived in the US for 11 years, and I moved to Canada. And I've been here for a year, a little over a year and a half. Shit, I was going to type something. Um, no, I didn't have PR. Shit, what was I going to type here? Three cookies and crap. Do you guys remember what I was saying when I was making this third line? Shit, I forgot what I was going to do here, man. Uh, hey, how you doing, my dude? Curious to know what you're making. I'm creating a, what you call this thing? A personal project that is a file uploader and a file converter online. And I'm creating the API endpoints for that. So basically, that's what I'm doing. Gonna get some lunch, have fun. All right. I'm gonna finish this and send this over to you. Okay, utilizing other headers and HTTP request related to authorization. And then I guess the fourth one is, right, understanding the difference Do you do programming portent between authorization and authentication? And utilizing related HTTP. Oh, let's put that to the next line, right? And then the 5, understanding utilizations and HTTP response codes and their relevance. Authentication. I think this makes sense, right? I'm also a developer. If I pitch your idea, will you be willing for collaboration? If so, how can I contact you? I am not really doing collaboration unless you have an actual incorporated entity either in Canada or in US. I'm only working with like entities that has funding because otherwise I would be putting in a lot of like work and I'm not at that point in my life, unfortunately. If so, I can pass my data. You're from India. It doesn't matter if you're from India. What matters is if you have no funds, I can do that without funds. But I can send you to a place called Y Combinator. Actually, hold on. I don't want to open it on this browser. Let me open it on this browser. Y Combinator, finding co-founder. So you can there you go. You can check it out here. If your thing is you can create and post your project here, and if your project takes attention of other people who are interested and they can contribute to your idea in a sense that you need, then you guys can go from there. So most of the people here, they are looking to find ideas and then they're trying to see how they can go about coming together with another person or entity or join an existing idea or a project and then help grow it for shares of the company per se. So you can go from there. I'm hoping this makes sense. So I'm gonna pass the link here for you. Mic is breaking. I know it's being a bitch right now. I honestly don't know what else to do today. I'm doing my best with the mic. I'm gonna get a new audio interface for this microphone so I can use it better. Important. This is the link. You should check it out if you are interested, and then I'm hoping it helps. You can check that. You can check that URL to get matched with other people who are looking to you know looking for ideas like you. Use some salary for streaming. That's really helpful. Are you on Discord? Yes, I am. Open Discord. Let me give you my server if you want over there. Server. Invite people. Okay, just copy and then. Oh, I just closed the browser, didn't I? What you doing, Justin? Jesus Christ! Give me 1 second. I'm launching the Discord. What's going on with the browser today? It takes forever to launch. Yeah, I have my Discord. I'm just trying to post the link here because it's not opening. Bro, come on. What is the problem? Yeah, I'm almost there. Almost there. Oh, it's because I can't log in on the fucking. There you go. Fine. Gosh. There you go. I posted it for you. Cool. Okay. Now I can continue on. So, Parthon, there's like a lot of other platforms like the Y Combinator where like co-founders get together with each other and things like that. So I'm pretty sure like if you Google it, you can find other places maybe that has more traffic, and then like you can increase your chances of finding a potential partner. Did I tell you the towers joke? No. What did the South Tower say to the North Tower? Okay, what did they say? Nick is here. I see whether I got a plane. Oh, no, 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 no. Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. Jesus, bro. I immediately got that reference. Thanks, Justin. Nick is me. All right, dude. Yeah, sure. Anytime. So important, like this is like one thing with the developers, like it happens like quite often with us. People come to us like literally left and right. Oh, I have $1 million idea, $1 billion idea, $10 million idea. Like, they think that they're inventing like next Uber or Facebook or like Instagram, whatever, and then they will ask you to do the labor, but they have like no money, and they're like, I'll give you 20%. But it's this is something like engineers hear way too often. So unless there is funding, like it's not something I can invest into personally, come from experience. But again, in the sense that I would like to help the people who potentially want to find, like partners to grow with. There are platforms out there like this one. So, not dissing your idea or anything. I'm just saying that I'm not the guy. Come from experience. It's more like I choose very carefully what to invest my time into. So that's kind of like what I am. All right. So now I'm gonna do some like a pro gamer move here, and then you can delete it if you want. I'm gonna do this here. I'm gonna do Django 500. Hold on, Django 500 header. Okay, let's do this. Actually, why am I doing this here? Isn't this a DRF thing? So yeah, this is a fucking DRF thing. So my renderer should catch this. Right? All right, I'm going to comment this up just for the sake of testing this, right? And then authorization header must be present. So it already works. Like I almost duplicated the work for no reason. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, authorization header must be present. And then if I add like, just for the sake of testing this here, if I do this, cool, it already works. I honestly don't need any like generic exception handler here. This is perfect. It's not any unique idea. If I had some market potential, I'd go for product development. No, I understand. I understand. It's this. Like, here's another thing, right? Like, if I had to like invest into every opinion or every idea somebody presented to me, I wouldn't be able to like have a single hour in a day. I think like here's the thing. This is something I've recently like had to relearn, right? Like I have my own project, for example, and then when I try to get funding for my project, right? The thing that they ask is if your idea or if your project, like where does it fit in the market? Who is your target audience? Is it something localized? Is it something niche? And then what are the current leading rivals in the same area, right? Who you will be like competing against, and then are you offering anything different than what's already present on the market? Like what's your selling point? What's so appealing about your project or your opinion or your idea that the potential clients, your target audience, would choose you over the existing entities in the market, right? And then, like you need to clearly create a business plan that addresses all these questions and more. So people, when they look at your idea or your project, opinion, whatever it is that you're offering, they can make sense. They can make an informed decision properly. They will do their own market research and other researches to make sure, like it is worth their money or their time. But I think you should have the approach as well, because that's what they're going to be looking at. They will evaluate your opinion, your idea, before they take any step. They're going to say, is this worth our time and money? And then, the end result must be yes, for you to be able to get that. So I'm going to say like one more thing. It's called a pitch deck. Pitch deck. So this is what you should go with, honestly. Pitch deck templates. There are like, so what's a pitch deck? A pitch deck is a document that you create that's like heavily analytical, and it's a presentation of your opinion or your idea. And then you create the pitch deck and you share it with the potential investors or potential business partners. And then it gives them like a lot of information that they will be asking you otherwise. So you make your presentation within the pitch deck, and then it also helps you understand like what it is that they are paying attention to, what it is that they are looking for, and it kind of gives shape to your own idea, so you can present it better. So look into pitch decks. That's my additional advice. And hopefully it helps. So when you said that like it's not a unique idea, honestly, it doesn't matter if it's a unique idea or not. The whole thing there resides in its potential, right? It's potential. Does your idea or opinion or your project, does it have potential to make space for itself in the market or to disrupt the market enough that clients would be coming over to you instead of the existing ones. Right? So that way, they can still say, yeah, this is worth investing in. So I'll give you like another example what I witnessed. I was hired as an engineer by an LLC when I was in the US. And then we worked on the project, right? And then we signed NDA and everything, all that stuff. And I was like almost an intermediate level engineer at that time. And I was hired to create their backend. I was like a more backend heavy full stack engineer. So I got on board it, and then we started creating the project. The idea was like, it sounded so good in theory, right? But it sounded so good. The guy actually got an investor invest into the idea, right? Like somebody funded 100% and gave like close to $2 million to the founder or the guy with the idea, and then that's how it came to like form the LLC, and then we got hired, right? Like build the team. So we created it. It was working nice. We implemented all the features that would make the product, and then nobody was using it, right? In theory, it was a fucking perfectly well thought of idea, and it sounded so appealing, but it had no real world execution. It wasn't an executable idea. That's another thing. So like that's like another thing that you should evaluate about your idea when you are creating your pitch, like how it actually has a place in the real world. And it's better if you prepare real world examples of your idea where it can be utilized, where it makes sense to be utilized, and how it can create convenience or fix problems. Right, you offer it as a solution, so it's actually like monetizable. Because if it's not monetizable, it's gonna be something that like they're gonna be like, all right, if you cannot, because for an investor, right, like if they're putting money, they're gonna want return of investment. If there's no potential for that, they're just gonna like skip over. So when you're putting your presentation, like maybe watch a few YouTube videos here and there to make sure that like you understand what those investors are prioritizing when they are looking at those ideas, so you can address those or make your presentations right, like targeted to those points. I hope it makes sense. All right, back to this. So let's remove that code now, since we don't necessarily need to do the generic exception catch. Good thing I already implemented that. That's nice. Honestly, I like this a lot. And then assertion error, this we're gonna let it stay there. And cool. So the first step here is we don't need this anymore. Cool. Actually, let me write a unit test for this. All right. So let's create a folder here. New directory. I'm gonna call this tests. And we're gonna create a new Python. No, new Python file. Python file underscore init. Right. And then we're gonna create here. We're gonna say Python file test. Actually, no. I'm gonna do test views, and it's gonna have that authentication view. that should make sense. So we're gonna do that. And then here we're gonna say from core.text import. Sayonara, 2 a.m. Gonna sleep. All right, man. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for chatting with me. Appreciate it. You have a good night. Please test case. Cool. So here we're gonna say class authentication, authentication, view test case, then it's gonna and paste test case. Cool. So we're gonna say first we're gonna say test authentication view. I'm gonna add commentary as we go. We're gonna say one, right? We're gonna say test missing authentication must read, right? Makes sense. And then so we're gonna make a request. So we're gonna say URL equals, right? Rewards and oh shit, I forgot what was my is it alt enter? Okay, import this thing. Not from there, bro. From Django.url. I don't know why it doesn't find that. So, anyways, we're gonna say API. We're gonna say API dot. What is this called? API and then URL. API out URL. API dot out. What is this called? Index. It can go. Index, and then we're gonna say also we should do, let's go like this instead. Right? I say set get method not. Cool. So let's start with that, right? We're gonna say request equals self dot client dot get. We're gonna say URL, right? And then we're gonna say self dot assert equal rect status code. It should be 405. So let's run this test. I'm hoping it actually will run. I do docker exec it test API dot out dot tests. I think there's like a oh, I don't know. Why did I even do that? That's fucked up. Run 0 tests. Oh shit, we are missing an init file here. Why isn't it even finding it? Okay, it found it. No rewards for okay, docker exec and then show your. I think you should. Okay, API out in there. Did I make it? Oh shit! I used ducks instead of fucking. My bad. That's my bad. That's my bad. I deserve it. All right. So it actually works, right? import format print. I'm gonna say the response, the format, and then print the response. JSON. I don't think that's a thing. I think this is a thing. Okay. Cool. Data error method get unlocked. Oh, sweet. So let's run a test against this as well, right? I'm gonna say here. Okay, and we get this. We're gonna say actually fuck it. I say red here. Yep. And then self dot sort equal. I'm just gonna say sort false. Then we're gonna say res dot json dot get and we're gonna say status false. Cool. All right. I like it. This is nice. So at least the changes that we are making, like it's going hand in hand with the text. So like we are ensuring that it's all good here. So and secondary thing here that when we are doing kind of missing, you have give it token, how would it so this is our middleware. So the middleware here is checking if there's an access token here or not. Right? Authorization header missing is coming from here. It's raised from here when you don't provide it. So if we do the upload here, right, it says it's expired and it's unacceptable. So this is good. It looks like it finds it and it works, which is good. So where's the access token here? Access token, cool. Bearer, and then a thing, which I like. Okay. So now I'm gonna do another indicator here. Error no access token. So this will get raised, which is good. And then if there is an access token, we're gonna say verify access token. So this verify access token, I think we can do our magic here, right? So verify access token, okay. Here we are saying that the access token that we pass, we want to see if it is, okay, we shouldn't be doing this. I wonder if the JWT has a way of like JWT Python fact. If there's a way of like saying that this is a JSON web, just want to see if the documentation here says anything about it. Maybe the exceptions tells us invalid token. How is that raised though? So I kind of want to see when you do decode on it. Okay. So okay. Let's do the documentation again. Decode. I think I just saw decode something. Okay. So I can make this like very easy with this code algorithm. Okay. Key code. Coded key algorithm. So I should be able to easily identify whether or not if something is a Json Web Token or right. So that should like make things up. Because I'm gonna use the restroom and I'm gonna check on my board real quick and then I'll be back. So give me a moment here. Okay. I'm back. Check out my boy. All right. So, cool. So if I do, let's say, key secret. So let's do this. Right? We are going to say, IT API, yeah. Right, so I'm going to say here, import JWT, and okay, let's say P equals secret, and hello equals dictionary, we're going to say YOLO equals 3, dot encode, for the payload key on payload. And okay, so it already gives us this, right? I'm gonna say access. I think I'm gonna say AT equals, right? And copy this access token that I was sending. Yeah, delete that. Okay. Which is, just a long ass string. So we're just gonna do it. So I'm gonna say JWT str equals this, right? And that. Cool. And then I'm gonna just do this. JWT dot decode, right? And JWT str, and then we're gonna say key. Okay, so okay. And then we're gonna do algorithm. Algorithm equals, what is it that they are using? HS256. Okay, so this works. If I do provide the access token, not enough segments. There you go. So the error that it's raising is a decoder. Or is it longer than that? Code. That's a decoder. So this is not the exception that I was looking for, which is the odd. Hmm. I had exceptions. What the fuck is it? Oh, it was here. Okay. Oh, it's just down in the page. Okay, so this is base exception, prohibited. Right. I think I'm approaching this the wrong way. there is only one endpoint that I accept a JSON Web Token, and that's the auth. Everywhere else, I require an access token. Yeah, so, okay. Hmm. That's, oh, fuck. Hmm. Multi-verified string of J. Now I'm trying to see if the AWT library has a way in the a method or a function defined that busting. Trying to see because if I do import JWT here, okay, JWT in exception, equal error. This is the one that we are seeing when we are raising it. Invalid token here. I'm trying to see like what's the difference between an invalid token versus an decode error. Decode error, like, is it the structure? Is it like what is it? Invalid token error. Take me there. What is this phrase? I'm gonna go to your GitHub here. Okay. Let's search it in this. Can you want to search them to the right now? Like to the right? Like that. Um, code. What? Sign. What? Give me a second here. I gotta sign into this. I have to open this. My authenticator KFA code, right? Right. Cool. So we are logged in options and trying to see where would it get raised? So invalid token is not the same thing as undecodable. Unverified. And base exception, decode fails on a token. The let's revisit HTTP authorization types. Basic, barrier, and digest. So you can do like a basic for browser access and barrier for Json Web Token. I think I'm making this more complicated than it needs to be. Let's get a closer look at the framework as defined. Here's authentication, whereas if you remain there. Sheet. Mm-hmm. It is kind of nuts. Another quick search. Okay. That is what we're gonna do then. I'm gonna differentiate it with the type of authentication header that's being passed. So if it is basic, we're gonna do API key. That's gonna be it is however. Um, if it is token, then it's our JSON Web Token, right? And I'm gonna treat the request differently, given that if it is basic or not, and then if created through basic, then I'm gonna require additional things that is sent from the browser. So that way it should be more straightforward. So in terms of verifying this thing within the middleware, I think I'm gonna need to get to it at a later time. So first I'm gonna do this thing, right? First we're gonna get the authentication header. This is the first step. So let's create commentary here. Also, I think I should just turn this into a class-based thing because this is getting kind of. Let's use DRF properly here. DRF. Data racing forum. What the fuck? Framework. I thought DRF is something else comes back. That's crazy. Okay. API guide views. All right. So class-based views and classes are welcome different from all stuff. Request says not Django HTTP response instead of Django response. You will manage content integrity on the response. Call and make it into appropriate responses and common request automated. This should be pretty like pretty straightforward and okay. So let's go check this out. See. All right. So we're gonna say class and indicate and yeah, view. Is that how it is called? API view. API view and what's here? Dev post, right? So you get self and request format none. So I do request, right? And then we're gonna say return response. Here we're gonna say bitch YOLO equals okay. No, it's not tied to any any URL yet. So we're gonna say here from REST framework import routers. The URL. Look at how this is done. I router. So we're gonna say here router equals simple dollar. Register. We're going to say, I think it could make sense. I'm going to just comment this. I'm going to say URL pattern equals roller dot. That's it. Oh, I need a minus. I think this is it. Yeah, pretty much. Cool. Let's also make this a string. Cool. I hate this endpoint here. The authentication. Give me that gateway. I did not expect that. So let's go see what's going on. Register, get the base name is not specified. What the fuck is this error message, bro? Name. Okay, restart so I can actually like move on with my life. Why is it restarting, man? The authenticate here, the name is that way. Okay, so this is all right. It's another fucking error. Shit, because it's not a view set? I'm following the fucking documentation there, brother. Views. Oh shit! Yeah, that actually makes sense. I'm like, what? It doesn't make any sense. I'm just following the documentation. That was stupid for me of me to do that. But now since this is initialized, I good, and I don't think we need any reason to use the fucking router. Really, right? Right. Can you restart? I hate when. Okay, finally. Thank you. Oh shit, there you go. It actually works. Nice. I like it. So we were able to initialize that. Now I'm gonna take this entire thing, long ass, long ass, and then get rid of this. Okay. And or it already is one and two. Okay. So if I'm going here and running this, I should get my. Alright, it seems like it works. I can actually utilize this thing properly. So next step in the process here. Here I'm going to. Why is this highlighted? Maybe static. No, it can't be. You dingleberry motherfucker. Oh. Okay, so we're gonna say here authentication types, right? I say this basic, and then there. Okay, bro. And then here we're gonna say this. Check authentication header is present. Nice. I'm gonna do something. Test this out. If I don't put this into a try and fail, how does it really? What is this complaining? Indentation. Oh, yeah, shit. Sorry. My bad. Yeah, I'm doing that shit. Can you just restart already? Why are we doing this? Oh, pretty annoying that it doesn't like follow through. It's 6 o'clock, bro. What the fuck? I feel like I've done nothing. Okay. Cool. It actually does it right off the bat. So mhm. Okay, we're gonna say here, auto authorization and run. Okay, so here we're gonna say authentication type, and we're gonna say value. Okay, token. Okay, and then we're gonna say header. I'm gonna say Python replace only the first occurrence. I know it's a thing. I don't remember. There you go. Ignore the rest, right? Because we don't want to be dealing like modifying the rest. Cool. And then we're gonna do the same thing with basic. Can you chain this? I think you can chain this, right? There shouldn't be an issue there. Okay. Cool. Header and then split by space. And then we'll say print, say what's the next error? So here we're gonna say outside tool. So let's send this. It says must be present. So that I'm gonna go here header. We're gonna say header. Item. Gonna say output authentication. I'm gonna do there. I am some. Shit, I thought this as well. Okay, it said it's invalid. This is good. So we got the banner type, and then it says token. So I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna add another one here that says there, just to make sure that it's not changing the second one, right? Okay. So the second one came in there. I am some token. This did not start. Why isn't it starting again? Oh, work with me. It doesn't want to work. Okay, now it restarted. I can go here and do this again. Where is my not enough values to unpack? Ah, I'm gonna say row. I'm gonna say first split value, right? Header, let's go see this. I'm gonna clear this. Actually, read this thing, you know? Okay. Oh, so it is. Yeah. It's getting rid of the space in between, which it should not do. Yeah, we should not do this. Allow the space to stay there so I can actually like um, split it out. Okay, get restarted. I'm gonna hit this. Oh, all right. Progress. Press split value there. Okay, cool. But if I actually make like some mistake and I do this, it should fail, right? Like with no space between the authorization type and the value that we are sending in, it should give me a 500. Cool. And the type of error that it's raising here is not enough values to unpack, right? Value error. Yeah, we should handle that. Is also like we should check if it actually has there should be a way to like properly check the structure, right? Like let's see. Python check if authorization Xeon header value structure value. It's a long fucking thing. Valid. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna be a thing. I think what I'll do here is I'm just gonna create a new exception that checks the structure and the validity of that structure, and then it tells me whether or not that it is a problem, right? So I'm gonna go to the exceptions here, right? And since it's authentication, I think I can. Okay, let's clause authorization header value invalid, right? Makes sense. Value invalid. And I'm gonna say base exception, then here, do raised when authorization header value is missing type or invalid format. Right, like be clear with what we are doing here, and then we're going to say error code. Code here equals is going to be authorization header invalid format. And then code is going to be 400, and then message is going to be, what should we say? Authorization header must be in the following. We're gonna say type space and so kind of makes sense that way. And then here in the view, I'm gonna create another one here. Actually, no, fuck that. This is this is not the right place. I have a utils function. I'm gonna create one here. I'm gonna say validate authentication. If I could type really nice. Authorization header. And we're gonna say okay, so we're gonna do volley from horizontal header request. Turn. Yeah, we don't return anything. We just raise an error. That's the case. If not, let's say parts. Let's do that. Authorization header. Return let's anyways, so here let's do what we were doing here. Value, so this is good, and then we're gonna say parts authorization. The name is function header. I'll header. Cool. Thank you. Cool. But we don't need these anymore. Actually, it should. Cool. And close like some folders, and I'm getting lost. I don't want to be lost. I'm getting hungry. By the way, this is the part I hate about like doing this shit. I'm kind of doubting myself if this is a good design or a bad design approach. I want to make sure that the thing that I'm providing here is actually, you know, a contribution in a future-proofed way, right? I can't really say that if I would be using this anywhere else. I could use it inside the middleware, and if I'm modifying the authorization system down the road, I can still utilize it. So I can update this in a way that it would make sense. Yeah, it still doesn't justify that I'm making this into its own function, which I hate doing, like going back and forth on this, but what to do. Sorry about that. Let's go. Yeah, it doesn't really make sense. It's a separate thing. Let's keep it together. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna do that. This is good, and then we're gonna say. Python check how many is in its string. If not, authorization value the count base equals 1. Please what did I name the fucking okay. We're gonna import this, thank you. I'm gonna get up this, thank you, and touching cool. Just need to say self.parse. Let's get rid of that. That's good. So now I'm testing it. It should come from there. Let's verify that it's actually like, I'm gonna do this. Cool. It actually worked on the first try, which I like. Right. Cool. And this is good. This is good. Warnings close. Yeah, we don't need the file anymore, so no need to keep it. All right, the next step here is we are forcing it, and then it is terminating because it is having an error at the exact spot that we wanted to have, right? So following here, if it is there, if it is missing, then we are gonna do the same thing, right? And then the next one here is if So now we can actually parse it the way that we were planning here. And we're going to do this here, carry this over. This is another one. And then we're going to do authorization value. We're splitting it with this, right? And then now we're going to say if authentication type not in, okay, let's do this. Here, let's make this its uppercase instead of lowercase, right? Or align, not in self dot authentication types, right? And we're gonna say raise authorization other invalid. So let's do a little bit of formatting here. We're gonna say here bearer or basic. Kind of give a little bit of like a guidance there. It should be like one of the other, right? So if it is not one of the other, then it should like give the proper error message so the developer can work on it, right? Okay, and let's test this out. So we do this. Okay, it does. It's updated. It's telling us what's happening. And if I use small letter, although I shouldn't, right? It should still work. Okay, this is a different error that we are not authentication time. It's coming in 59. Oh yeah, it's coming from here, so it's okay. So this is actually passing through, which is a good thing, right? So having said that, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna add a secondary space here, which should give me the same error. Okay, the second space gives me the proper error. And if I do instead of there, and if I say this, for example, like I made a typo there, right? Oh, yeah. I think what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna get rid of this. You must send it to me in the proper way. Okay, so now the only thing here that I'm like doing here, breaking it, making sure the type is in the accepted values, right? Okay, cool. And if I don't do better, cool. Actually, let's do it this way here. Authorization types, type, authentication type equal authentication type dot title. I think that was the thing. Get it. I do YOLO dot title. Yeah, that we're on the right way. We're on the right way. So this is good. And the next here is just return. We are returning a tuple. And we are saying, so I think we're good. And if I'm coming down here, right, authentication type is and then token equal Oh, there you go. Cool. So we are all set here. Okay. We have that secondary space. Hit enter. Json Web Token structure is invalid. Oh yeah. Okay. Here's the thing. The secondary thing. Because when you are identifying in the basic format, right, the token structure is going to be a UUID. So I can just check if that particular thing is a UUID or not. And if it is not a UUID, I can move on to verify it as a JSON Web Token. However, if it is a UUID, right, then I can say, I know that's what you're supposed to do. Cool. I think we can make it happen. But I think what I should also do, moving down, I should like cover these changes I just made into tests, right? So we don't like go crazy and fall behind with what's happening. So let's run this test again. Right? We're gonna do exit and then test API pass. I'm hoping it's gonna pass. Okay, it passed. So now we're gonna do. I hate when Python does this. Test with HON authorization. Format, value, format. And format. Okay, so we're going to say here, right? Self. We're going to say response equals self client post. So because the authorization header is missing, right? You should say, we're going to say header missing. Yeah. It should give us a 400 if it is missing. Let's go do that. We're going to say URL. So straight up like this, it should just tell us that we are fucked. Self.assert equal red.status code. It should be 400. So send it. 403. Okay. I want to see what the response is here. Trend response red.json. Thank you. Let's see what it's saying. That's also present. Three. Actually, yeah, that makes sense. So that's good. And then we're gonna say another one here. Authorization. Header value format fail. So we're gonna say res equals self dot client dot post. Right, we're gonna say URL. Then what the fuck are you there's this extra, right? That's how it goes. Right. Okay. So Django text line as header. So it's just a dictionary. Okay. This time the status code should be 400 if I'm right. Let's run it again. 28. It's at 20. Authorization header must be present. A fucking typo? This is exactly what I'm sending. A fucking out header. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm. Yeah. It is supposed to be passed down to the request, so why isn't it passing down to the request? Extra. I wonder if it is like overwriting somehow. It doesn't seem to be. Uh, mhm. Doesn't look like it's overwriting, right? Okay, I don't see anything there about authorizations. I think we should be good on that. Am I overwriting this shit? It is getting passed, no problem. So what? Yeah. We are not doing login, so it's HTTP authorization. Is that what it needs to be? That's kind of. Let's see if this. Okay, apparently that is the reason. Oh, quite stupid, bro. Ah, okay. So we did that. So and we're gonna do this again. Actually, let me do this. That out headers. Right. I'm gonna do this. There. I am token, right? And there I'm token. And then basic token. Basic I am token. Let's add a commentary here. There's multiple space. So we're gonna do for that token in that of headers that here. Okay. Oh, motherfucker. That header. So for each one of them, we are going to be testing it, right? Which is send it and then let's know something. Cool. Every single one of them favorite. I like it. Cool, 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 cool. Also, invalid type. So this should also appear. I forgot to add that. Cool. All right. I'm getting a different fucking thing here. Okay. That actually worked. What the fuck? Oh, no, there is a problem. I just found the bad code here. Where's my parse? Oh, there. There is a little bit of discrepancy here. Why is it doing that? Okay. Um, I can see that too many spaces fucking error. Yeah, I'm not seeing that. Oh shit! No, no, no. What the fuck? I did it in the wrong place. counting spaces, right? Yeah, let's say upper volume count space. Counting spaces 1, 1, 1, 1. It's always 1? What the fuck? Dude, is Django sanitizing it for us? Many spaces here. Oh, fucking dumbass. Jesus. What the fuck, bro? Basic many spaces here. So why is this not getting passed? The fuck? What before invalid normal token, right? It's only one. How the fuck is it only one? This doesn't make any fucking sense. Like, I'm intentionally sending you one that is like several million fucking thing. I'm just getting it here and then I'm sending it to the parser. I'm not doing anything else. So what the heck? Press split value, right? Press split value here. Counting spaces 3. Too many spaces. So I see it there. Okay, then why aren't these fuckers working? It doesn't make any sense, bro. Dude, this is a string and a comma. String, comma, string and a comma, and string with nothing else. So, and this is this. I'm not this one right here. What is going on here? Bro, never says 3 anymore. So lost with this shit. I don't know why this is doing this. There's nothing wrong with my fucking list. Then why is it acting this way? It many spaces here, but when it's counting the spaces, it's only one. There I'm token. So it is still this. I'm gonna fuck the test is passing. I don't know why it's passing because clearly something here is fucked up. Counting spaces one. So when I'm counting spaces, why is it still the old value? Yeah, aside from the last one, it's always the same mistake. There, there, exactly the same way. Dude, I'm really confused. Where is it getting this? This doesn't make any sense. Like, why is it not changing? This is throwing me off big time. I don't understand what the fuck is happening. This finding this here, and I'm iterating this here, and the new response for every single one. And the fucking confused. API out text. And it's right. Okay. Python thing. I'm trying to understand what the heck is going on. It's always using the first one. I don't get it. Yeah, if I get rid of the first one, then something is getting stuck somewhere, but I don't understand where. This is a test case. This is the weirdest response I've gotten so far. Like, this is just bamboozling me here. Iteration here is giving me the fucking PDGB. I'm just trying to write a fucking test. Hmm. I am fucking weirded out by this so much that the too many spaces, it doesn't pass the correct value. I'm not sure how to get around this. Really odd. I could use like a really insight right now. I don't know because what's wrong we are doing here. It's just throwing me off. Uh, oh, we're hungry. So it is correct here, right? I feel like it's happening here. So it is this. Like, what the fuck is happening? Oh. Yeah, it is this fucking line right here. Yeah. Yeah, I know, Mike. It's a dumb fucking mistake I made because it's initialized. It's retaining that value, and end of the post is completed because the object is still a property of the parent object. It is maintaining it. So this line here is the problem. Yeah. I figured it out. It has nothing to do with this dumbass coding right here. Oh, brother. This should fix it. There you go. There you go. Yeah, it's me. I did something dumb. Yeah, I don't know why I did that. Doesn't make any sense. Oh, it's for the login. Okay. Yeah, because if I'm logged in, right? Like, yeah, right. I'm gonna have to think this through. So on here. Yeah, I feel like I'm making a mistake there by doing it that way. I think I'm gonna just continue on tomorrow because I'm fucking starving, yo. Yeah, guys, I'm gonna go get some food and then we're gonna switch to gaming. So give me a moment here. I'm gonna put some music back on. Ah, I'm gonna continue afterwards. So at least I know where the problem is. We can continue on it tomorrow. Yeah, I don't think like my brain is really doing much because I'm starving. My stomach is talking to me, and or like on 7 p. I'm not calling it. I'm gonna get some food. I'll be back, and then we're gonna play some games. So see you guys in a bit.